Hi, and welcome back to Insulation Insanity, the game show where two teams battle it out to convince our client that their method of insulation is the one to go for. Today I'm here with
Kia.
Why didn't you explain why you've come on the show today?
Well, I already have loft insulation, but my house just isn't warm enough. And I have money to spend and I'm ready to take up another form of insulation to keep my house warm in the winter. I'm deciding whether to use double glazing or cavity wall insulation. It's very difficult, so that's why I've come here to get some help.
Excellent. Let's meet the teams. Let's meet Team Windows.
I'm Silas,
I'm John.
and then we're here representing the double glazing for windows.
Double glazing is easily the best form of insulation. We're going to win today.
There's no way those cavity people stand a chance.
Amazing. Now let's meet Team Walls.
Hi, I'm Matthew.
I'm Irish.
There's no way Team Windows is going to win. Changing out a few small windows is going to have no effect compared to changing out the walls.
Our two teams will be competing for our coveted trophy. Now it's time for the first round. Round 1. How much does it cost to install? Cavity wall insulation will go first. So how much does it cost?
Your house is 180 metres squared and cavity wall insulation costs £24 per square metre.
So that means the cost of installing cavity wall insulation in your house will be £4,320.
Now let's hear from double glazing.
Your house will have 12 windows at £400 per window.
So that'll bring your total to about 4,800, which, although maybe a bit pricier, we can assure you is much better in the long run.
That's a point for cavity wall insulation. Round 2. How long will it take to pay itself off? Double glazing are going to go first this round.
On your energy bills alone, it'll take roughly about 5.5 years for the double glazing to pay itself back.
And with gas, it may take slightly longer, with it being just over 15. However, still shows that it will pay itself back and will be a very worthwhile investment. We've used a relatively complex equation involving R values to show how truly great double glazing would be.
What? A complex equation?
Don't worry, Kia. I'm sure one of the contestants will be more than happy to explain it.
Don't worry, Kia. I'm here to help. Each of the parts of the house, the walls, the floor, the windows, and the roof, all act to keep the heat energy inside the house. And all of them have a different characteristic known as the thermal resistance, or the R value. The higher this value is, the harder it is for the heat energy inside the house to get out. Through each of the materials I said earlier, with their different R values, the amount of energy lost through each of them per second, or the power, is proportional to their area in the house. So that was 180 meters squared for the walls, less for the windows, the floor and the roof, multiplied by the temperature difference between the inside and the outside, divided by their R value. Using this equation, we can estimate the total amount of energy you're going to have to pay for by adding up the amount of energy that's lost through the walls, floor, windows and roof, and then adjusting for the proportionality by the scalar multiple here. By putting this equation into a spreadsheet and then putting in estimates for the R values of each of the materials and the average temperatures throughout the year, we can create a model which could calculate how much you'll have to pay with all the upgrades that we're proposing.
Oh, that makes sense now.
Now let's hear from cavity wall insulation.
Despite the fact that the change in R value is less than double glazed windows, cavity wall insulation covers a greater area, so it allows us to compete with them.
If you're currently using gas to heat your home, it'll take 22 years for the savings each month in energy bills to pay off the initial investment. But if you're currently heating your home with electricity, it'll only take 8 years.
That's a point for double glazing. Round 3. How much will this increase the value of the house? Cavity wall insulation are going to go first this round.
Although installing cavity wall insulation can cost a lot up front, it can increase the valuation of your house by up to 14%.
This means that the increase in the value of the house could offset the initial investment.
So even if your lowered energy bills each month don't add up to what you paid for up front, when you resell your house, you could get your money back.
Now let's hear from double glazing.
even we have to admit we lost this round. Like ours, the most it can increase your house value by is about 9%. So you have us beat this round.
However, unlike cavity wall insulation, double glazing won't give you any risk of mould.
That's a point for cavity wall insulation. And round 4 is our bonus round worth 2 points. How much will it save per month? Double glazing are going to go first this round.
Kia, if your house is indeed heated by gas, you could save yourself a whopping £26 a month by installing double glazing in your windows.
If it's heated by electricity, it's even better. It'll save you about £72 per month.
How could you say no to that?
Now let's hear from cavity wall insulation.
If you're heating your home with gas, adding cavity wall insulation will mean you save £16 every single month.
And if you heat it with electricity, you'll save £45 every single month.
We've counted up the points and the winner is Team Windows. Really putting the win in Windows. Whoa.